This is my solar setup. I have a Suoki 400 watt generator and a Suoki 200 watt generator, a Suoki 60 watt solar panel, and an All-Powers 80 watt panel. It worked out well having two generators. One I keep in the front of the car. The smaller one I keep in the back just for when I'm looking at my iPad before I fall asleep. I don't have much space in the back of the car where I sleep. An iPad mini uses about 10 watts of power, so the smaller generator, the smaller 200 watt generator, will give me 20 hours of iPad use. I like these portable, foldable solar panels enough that I will keep using them when I get a bigger vehicle, but I will add a solar panel to the top of my vehicle. I think it'll be good to have both, because I usually try to avoid parking my car in the sun, so I'm not going to be able to charge up that rooftop solar panel all the time. As with most solar panels, they provide half the wattage of what they are. For example, a 100 watt panel will take in from the sun and give your generator 50 watts. I have here a total of 140 watts, and sure enough, these panels were giving me 70 watts on a sunny day. Unfortunately, I actually damaged the All-Powers solar panel by stepping on it while I was crawling around inside my car, and now it only gives me about 20 watts. So I recommend keeping your canvas solar panels in a container of some kind for protection. These two generators are basically giant lithium batteries. Most people in RVs and vans have lead-acid batteries, which are cheaper, but I needed smaller and lighter in my space. Also, the lead-acid batteries, you need a charge controller to control the amount of solar power going into the battery so they don't overcharge. And these lithium batteries, the charge controller is built in, so it stops taking in power automatically when it's full. These lithium generators are generally $1 per watt, so the bigger 400 watt generator cost me $400 and the 200 watt cost me $200. To hook up two panels, I had to buy this two-way cable and use this adapter that came with one of the solar panels. Right now it's cloudy, so I'm getting less than 30 watts. But if I were getting 40 watts, it would take 10 hours to charge up a 400 watt generator. Before I damaged one of my panels, I was getting 70 watts, so I could fill the 400 watt generator before the sun went down. The angle of the sun affects how much a panel takes in, which is why I put these panels on an incline today. Also, dusty or dirty panels will take in less power. Even if you have just a coating of pollen on your panels, you'll get less power, so it's best to keep them clean. You'll notice even if a leaf blows onto your panel, your input will drop. You don't need to rely on the sun and solar panels to charge up these generators. You can plug them into your car cigarette 12-volt outlet and charge them up while you're driving, or plug them into a wall outlet in your house. Although you can use this 12-volt to charge up your generators, it only gives out about 15 watts with this, which would take forever to charge up a 400 watt generator. But I discovered the wall outlet adapter in conjunction with an inverter will give out 75 watts to fill up the generator when driving. So on driving days, I'll have about 10 different items plugged in and charging using the car battery and this inverter. That sounds like a lot, but it still amounts to less than 150 watts. My generator will take in 75 watts. My iPad takes in 10 watts. The satellite radio and GPS are about 5 watts each. And all my camera batteries are about 2 watts apiece. So that's less than 150 watts. The inverter will automatically shut down if you get too close to 150 watts. So my setup has been adequate for my needs right now, but when I get a bigger vehicle, I want to get a refrigerator. So I'm going to need a solar panel on the roof and a more powerful generator in the future.